Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing paradise on this earth. During this service, we will also be asking God and Meishu-sama to bless and protect the soul of Olga Mendes Machado for her third day of passing to the spiritual realm. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amagara ni kamsumarimasu. Kamuro gi kamuro mino mikoto mochite. Sumeni oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no yimuka no tachibana no. Odo no hamari harani misogi harai namo. Toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono kamitachi moro moro no magakoto tsumike gareyo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae donao sukoto no yoshi o. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami ya oyorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no uchi koma no mimi puri tate de kikoshi meseto kashikomi mo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae sakiwa e tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae sakiwa e tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami mamori tamae sakiwa e tamae. Oshie mi oyanushi no kami mamori tamae sakiwa e tamae. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truths given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Eternal life. By repeating the process of birth and death, the human soul learns and grows until it attains eternal happiness. Those who preach the way but have little understanding of life after death themselves speak meaningless, empty words. Foolish are those who proclaim there is no God, for they do not realize how they themselves came into existence. In leaving this world and passing through the gate of death, a human being sheds its clothing of flesh. The flesh belongs to this world, and the spirit to the spiritual world. As a result of aging or illness, the physical body degenerates to the point where it is no longer serviceable, whereupon the spirit abandons this useless physical burden and goes to the spiritual world. There it must prepare for rebirth into this world. This preparation is purification.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. Also for your continuous prayers towards the recent victims of natural disasters, earthquakes in Turkey and Syria, floods in Brazil. To share with you this evening the faith experience of Walter Joaquim Nunes from the Recreio Johrei Center in Rio de Janeiro. Walter, who is now 57 years old, has been a member of our church for 44 years, is a teacher and works in a public school. For more than a year, he and his associate teachers experienced serious problems with 15 and 16 years old students who constantly engaged in conflict. The disturbing situation worsened virtually every day, and everyone, including Walter, complained all the time. The teachers, aware that some students were facing serious family problems, believed that this was a primary reason for the students acting out in highly undisciplined ways. Worn out and exasperated by everything that he was experiencing, Walter began to reach his limit. Without seeing any prospects for a solution from a material point of view, Walter decided to turn to the teachings of Meishu-sama and the practices of our faith. And so, in the first half of 2017, Walter took the initiative of taking flower arrangements to his school, with the feeling of transforming the spiritual atmosphere of the overall environment. Indeed, he felt compromised by a certain embarrassment of entering the school carrying flower arrangements, but nonetheless, his sincere desire to share Meishu-sama's light inspired him to actually place the arrangements on a table in the hallway so that everyone might enjoy the flowers. The student inspector was very touched and declared that the flowers would indeed bring good energy that seemingly could affect the environment that was so filled with conflict. Thereafter, Walter brought flowers to the school on a weekly basis while praying to God and Meishu-sama and asking that bright light affect the teenagers as well as bring greater discernment for the faculty to deal with the situation at hand. He continued this practice for approximately 2 months. After this period, Walter noticed that the students had become calmer. Episodes of unruliness decreased, and classroom environments became more friendly. At the end of that year, he witnessed tears of sadness from the students saying farewell to the staff. Walter was very emotional and started to reflect on what had happened. He understood that not only had the students changed, but so had he. Truly wishing for their happiness, he became more patient, more tolerant, and empathetic. Today, he is convinced that using human force is useless under certain circumstances. In some cases, we need to rely on the help of our practice of faith so that divine light can manifest and reverse any situation. As a teacher and practitioner of the teachings of Meishu-sama, Walter reaffirmed his commitment to contribute to the development of good citizens who could act in society as instruments for the creation of paradise on earth. Thank you very much for attending this evening service, for listening to this inspiring faith experience. I wish you a most wonderful weekend.
This brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening.